Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to another episode of Scrap Mechanics Solo Survival. We're now at episode 10, which is quite neat. And as I promised at the end of the last video, we'll be opening all these garment boxes. And I also found another common one while we were out gathering cotton. I think we have enough. I think we should need 45, we've got around 52. So we've got more than enough to open all these. So hopefully we'll get something nice that we like, but we'll just have to see. That's the first one done. Let's see what we get. Give me a lift shirt or whatever it is. Well, it's definitely another one towards completing all of them, but can't say it's the nicest shirt. Might go well with some other things, but definitely sticking with this for now. This is our second one, almost done. Let's have a look. We get some work boots. Again, they don't look too great, but anything helps towards us completing and, well, getting every cosmetic there is. We'll have a look though. Yeah, not too big a fan of those. I think I'll stick with these. Here's our third and final common box, almost finished. What do we get? Oh, we get the cap. I think that's the one that goes with the golfer outfit, so we'll start this going. And then we'll have a look at that. Always nice to get a hat. Yeah, so if we get that, I don't think I have the backpack for it, but I guess we'd have that. Maybe those gloves. Those. And those, that kind of looks like a golfer outfit. Of course, I don't have the, I think there's golf club backpack, but yeah, it's nice to get anything that goes towards completing a set. Our rare garment box gets us some trousers. They don't look too bad. They look like they'd go quite well with a darker outfit. So we'll start the epic one and then have a look at these. Here we are. Yeah, they look like they might go well with some other thing. Potentially that. Well, I know that this jacket has its own trousers, so maybe not. I don't know. Maybe something in the future we'll go better with that. But we'll stick with our classic outfit for now. And here is our epic box about to be done. Will we get something good this time? Oh, that's the hood for the fumigation outfit, I think it is. I think I've got a few of the things for that. That's kind of we're close to completing that. Maybe that, or both of those kind of go with it. So not a big fan of that outfit, but yeah, it's nice to have a whole outfit complete, or nearly complete at least. We'll just stick our original clothing back on and kind of talk what we're going to do this episode. So I mentioned in the last episode that I want to make a logging machine type thing, and it is going to be a very simple one. We've got, I think, everything we're going to need in here. Component kit wise, we have 30 total, no, 28 total. So I'm hoping that's going to be enough, although I'm not exactly too hopeful, because we're going to need to upgrade, well, at least one of these controllers a few times, one of them a couple of times. This engine's also going to need upgraded, so we might have enough component kits, but we're just going to have to see. But I think I'm going to wait until morning while I work on something else, just so you guys don't have to watch me building in the dark. Alright, well, we've got about 15 seconds until morning, and I just quickly worked on this while I was waiting for it to become morning. I finally thought of a way to get up onto the wall rather than just having to place a lift, and I think I quite like the look of this. I'm not exactly sure how I like how it joins here. Probably play about with a few things, but yeah, it feels really natural, just being able to walk right up past the farm, right up onto the wall, and then we can come along and get control of our buttons. So yeah, really pleased with how that's going, or how that's looking rather. But for now, I think, as I mentioned, I want to work on the logging vehicle. I think I'm going to start off by making the blades and how the blades are going to connect to the car, and then from there just work on the car itself, since I'll know exactly how it's going to connect. We'll leave all that in here for now. Probably going to make it mostly out of metal, just because of how heavy metal is. And our metal supplies are running quite low, so I think in the very near future I'm going to have to go out on quite a few mining runs, but with this vehicle it really won't take too long for us. And also, I mentioned before about the car storage area thing, but I'm realizing that's going to be quite a big project, as for each vehicle we have we're going to need a total of 6 pistons, 4 of which are going to be upgraded fully. And to upgrade 4 pistons fully, I think it's going to take 32 component kits. plus the 6 component kits we need for each piston. So we're talking about 38 component kits per thingy. Times that by 3 is a lot of component kits. So yeah, that's going to be a slightly larger project that's probably going to take a few episodes. I'll probably just show me making one of them in hopefully the next episode, which will probably be in 2 days from now. Because I'll probably need to spend the day after this video is released grinding a lot, so that the day after I can actually record me building one, and then I'll probably just do the other 2 off camera when I have the materials and the time. But yeah, that's in the future, a couple of days in the future. So for now, we're just going to work on doing this. It's a pretty simple design. It's definitely not going to be a very complicated mining vehicle, but it's going to serve its purpose quite well. Hopefully, it should work exactly how I want it to, and I guess that's all I can really hope for. I think I've got 6 blades, and that'll allow us to keep it at, well, with a 2-block center, because obviously our seat has a 2-block center, so this should be able to fit right in the middle. If it doesn't, somehow I'm wrong, I've got another blade sitting somewhere that I accidentally crafted up. So either way, we're going to be able to keep this centered, which is nice. There's 4. Here is 5. Here's 6. So again, I'm going to have these controller powered. They should be enough, like the controller power should be enough to keep it going and be able to chop down trees pretty well. Is that going to be wide enough with 6? Yeah, it definitely should be. Big tree to cut down, but yeah, these blades should handle it. It would take a while. It's definitely not going to be the most fast thing in the world. Probably put this on a lift so I can actually work on it. There we go. Can actually place these without the bearings falling. How long are we going to want to make this? Probably not too long. Come out one more. Click on one of these, and this is where it's going to connect to the vehicle itself. Do we have enough of these? Yeah, we should do. And this is where it's going to come in. Yeah, that's our blade portion. This is going to be much like the first design for the mining vehicle we had. This is going to by default be sitting up and down the way, which could obstruct our view, but we'll be in 3rd person anyway. Then when we see a tree, we'll press a button. This is going to go down horizontally. It'll probably go a bit further than 90 degrees, so at an angle like this, so that this is right on the ground, potentially. Or it depends what height we connect it to the vehicle, but yeah, anyway. And then we'll just mine the bottom bit of the tree. The tree will fall over, and then we just need to drive up and chop each bit individually until the whole thing's down. Which is definitely not going to be the most fast thing in the world, and I probably would be faster just making a sawmill type thing and just weld the big trees to it, but I want to try this and see how it goes. I think the next thing that we'd need to do is make the vehicle itself. And I will be having resource collectors on it. I will put just the 2 resource collectors that we currently use for the mining vehicle. And then if I need to take out the logging vehicle, I'll just put them on that. If I need to take the mine vehicle, I'll take that off and put it on that. That just saves us going and making any more. Good place to start with any vehicle is just putting down the seat, a platform for the seat. I'm gonna want to put this in the middle like I did for our first mining vehicle. And that's just, I like it when it's nice and centered and all the blocks are centered. So yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so I've pretty much just built a very simple design. I'm not sure if I like these going horizontally back the way. I might have them side by side, which will make the vehicle wider and also shorter. So I think I will try that actually. I originally wanted it longer, but upon seeing how long it actually is, I think we'll go with side by side. I think that might look a bit nicer. But how wide is that going to come up, make us? Yeah, no, I think that's a much better idea to have it like this. We'll have it like this, and I always just like surrounding these, just feels a bit more secure, and it also gives us somewhere to put our back wheels, which is of course quite a necessary thing when it comes to making a vehicle, believe it or not. Wheels do become quite important. So I guess we'll just have this down like this, just so we can have our wheels in line once we make them. Not really sure what's going on here. This is the attached, like the bit where we're going to attach them. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Maybe figure something out. Oh, actually, I do have an idea, but we'll get this side. Get this side done first. What we could do, what might fit, is if we get a couple of these might look quite nice in it, potentially. Let's bring it out one more in each. Actually, no, we don't need to do that. We have this like that, and then we put this in. Yeah, I think that looks quite nice actually. So yeah, glad we picked up those when we were at the warehouse yesterday. Put that like that, and obviously we'll probably give it a paint job so it's not, or maybe we'll keep the orange. I don't know. Then we'll have our front wheel here. Actually, maybe I don't know if our front wheel would do very well here with this. Probably would. Anyway, what we should probably do is get this bit attached. I'm not sure how well this is going to weld, if it'll weld like both sides to the thing, the bearing. Okay, well I've completely misjudged that anyway. Okay. Yeah, put that on completely the wrong block. It's going to have to be here and here. Yeah, I don't know if welding it to both things is going to work. I might just need to completely rebuild it coming off there, but yeah, we'll try that. Okay, so we fitted this on. I'm not sure if I like how close that is to the blades. We're kind of limited with how we can look in. Oh wow, isn't that a sight to behold? But anyway, yeah, we're kind of limited to our view when we're in third person. What I might do actually is just extend this back area a little bit and have these rotated the other way potentially. I think I've just gone completely past the way I wanted it. So if we have like that, it kind of makes it less tall, and also gives us a bit longer vehicle, so that hopefully that will mean it'll balance a little bit better. How's this looking? Yeah, so we're a lot. Can still get this nice view. We can also see a lot better. There we go. Look at that, beautiful. Yeah, so in terms of wheels, I don't know exactly how we're going to do wheels on this. Because, of course, we've got this. This is quite wide at the front, but then it narrows down. Didn't really think about that when I was doing these parts. Of course, I could always just have this come out a few, and then that's in line there, and have our wheels here. That's always an idea. Yeah, I think we'll do that for now. It's not going to look really pretty. I don't even know how well it's going to work. But as long as we can get it working for this episode, and I can always play around with it between episodes and get maybe a little bit nicer design, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Okay, that's all the wheels connected. So in terms of building, that's pretty much us done. So I guess the only thing left to do now is get everything connected. Oh, switches. We need switches. We need 2 switches, I think. Which isn't a problem. We can wait on those crafting while we get some things connected. I guess we'll start simple with the wheels. Probably going to want 4-wheel drive. Or not 4-wheel drive, 4-wheel steering. I find that always helps a lot when using mining vehicles, and I'm assuming it'll be the same with logging vehicles. And we'll connect the engine to the seat and do the wheels as well. Max connections reached, so we'll upgrade this once. We'll upgrade everything as minimally as possible just now, and then we can use any component kits we have left to maybe upgrade the engine more, make it more powerful or whatever. We'll take our switches, also grafting up some of our scrap wood into normal wood there. Maybe by default we have this going slightly down. Of course it's gone a bit limp just now towards this way because none of the bearings have been connected yet. But one of the switches is going to control, of course, this going down, and the other one is going to control the blades actually going on. So I think we'll do the one that goes down first, which should be really simple. Max connections, yep. That's all we should need to do. We'll make sure they're both going the same way, and then I think by default we maybe have them going down 30, so it's by default maybe 15. But yeah, that's what it's going to be at, like by default. I think that's quite nice. And then when I press the button, you're going to want it to go down maybe 60. How's that going to look? Well, we can't really see how it's going to look without actually connecting it first. Of course, it's very slow. I'm going to want to crank that up to the max. 60, not quite enough. About 75. Yep, that's looking pretty near perfect. We'll go with that. I think we'll upgrade this another once just so we can get a bit faster. Yeah, I'd say that's fast. If we have more component kits left over, we'll probably look at upgrading that just so we can get the speed a bit faster. Of course, this one probably going to need to be upgraded quite a bit, at least the 8 connections. Well, we're down to 9 out of 10 component kits, so let's hope this is enough. Now, which way are we going to want this to go? We'll probably have it spinning towards the ground. All these should be the same way, so I'll need to just connect it and right click on each one once. Yeah, we're going to have one spare connection. This should be enough just to get it going, but we're going to need more component kits if we want to make these faster. Like I said, if we want to make this faster as well. But that should be us pretty much. First we'll just need to connect these to the seat, but yeah, that should be us. So we can go down like that. Except for I'm probably going to want to put these in the controller and tell them what I want it to do. That'll probably help quite a little bit. Just 360 on all of them, loop it as fast as we can go. That should be us. Or not, because most of those have... Okay. None of them are spinning. Right. Now I wonder why that is. They're all connected. They all should be spinning. But why aren't they? That is connected to the controller. Huh. We're definitely not on a lift, so that's not what it is. Right, I'm gonna have to play about with this and see if I can find out why it's not working. Okay, so I think I found out the problem. It just did not like having like a connection on either side. It just would not go. So I think for now we're just gonna have to have it connected on one side, and I'll probably play around with it between episodes and try to get it a bit more stable, because of course this side's now drooping a bit. And I think also what I'm going to need to do is raise this up a bit, because it might struggle to be able to drive if it's in the ground. So I think what I'm going to need to do is pull this back, and if you shift click you can move this like not in multiples of 15. So right now I'm on 70. So I think that might be alright. I think we might move it maybe down a couple more. 65, we'll see how that looks. Yeah, that should be good. There's not going to be any logs that are going to be able to go under that. So now we've got 2 to turn it on, 1 to lift it up and down. Yeah, this should be good. I'm going to get some gas. I'm going to borrow some gas from this. We should have quite a bit so left. Yeah, 36. We'll take some. We probably won't need all of this, but we'll take it all anyway and see how we go. Gonna need to go get more component kits. I did upgrade the engine another once. So there's that. I think I'm just going to wait 2 minutes until day so we can get a better view. And I'm hoping that the trees don't just fall into the water. If they do, I'll just weld them to another thing and then chop them down. Or use the machine our new machine to chop them down. But we're just going to have to see how it goes. Hopefully we'll be alright. Okay, it's just turning morning, so we're going to give this a go. It's the first time driving it. Does it fit? Okay, it barely fits. I didn't even think about that when I was making it, but glad to see it does fit. Losing a bit of FPS there. So I guess this is the tree we're going to try it on. Hopefully, as I said, it doesn't fall in the water. If it does, we'll just need to weld it. We'll see how it goes. First time trying to cut it down. Well, it's done it pretty quickly. It's falling the right way by the looks of things. So yeah, that's pretty good. I think we'll start from the other end, and we'll work our way down it. And it will just be a case of doing that, waiting till it falls, and then coming to one end and just working my way down. And obviously as I drive over it, I'll be picking up all the bits that are ready to be refined. This should be working as intended. And there we go. that's the first bit done. So then we just drive down and onto the next bit. Nice and easy. This is definitely, as I said, not the fastest. There will be a lot better designed vehicles, a lot faster, more efficient ones, but this will suit our needs for a while. As I mean, we're not going to be using too much wood in our builds, and this is just going to be a bit of an extra thing, and also just something I wanted to try, because I think I mentioned a while ago that I'd never built any logging machine before in the game. This is just something for me that has been nice to try out, and well, I've got something that works, so I'm pretty pleased with that. Each little section of this equates to 40 wood, and that's not scrap wood. These big trees when you refine them, they refine straight into wood 1 rather than the scrap wood blocks that you'd get from the smaller trees or from the little shacks at the side of the roads. But yeah, this is definitely going to be probably our fastest method of getting wood. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how this has worked. I'm hoping that I'll be able to take out the tree stump, because obviously, as I said, we're wanting to clear the way for our vehicle, and the tree stumps there are probably just going to cause us a bit of problem, or cause us problems if we don't take them out. Let's see if it works on the tree stump. Oh, it does, and we actually get wood from it. I didn't realise that, but that's a nice little touch there. But yeah, that was, well, all of 2 minutes to get all this wood. And we're gonna go refine it real quick and see exactly how much we get. Alright, we've almost finished refining all the wood that we've just gone out and chopped down. I also, as you'll have noticed, moved this over there just because we didn't have enough room. Now we've got all 3 of our vehicles. I also shortened the mining vehicle by 1 block. I was able to push everything back in one so that it's not the same length as our new logging vehicle, which is quite nice for when we're making our storage bit next time. Also this, our Explorer, is 1 block wider. So I may play around with some ways of making it shorter, and just so it's got like the same length in terms of the wheel distances as the other 2. That might help when it comes to making the thing. I don't know. We'll see. It might not make a difference, but yeah, let's check how much we got. All right, that's pretty good. What's that? We're talking about 450-ish. My maths could be completely off right now. I think it is 430. Is that? Yeah, about 430, just from a few minutes, a few minutes of going out and chopping it down. Of course, we'll need to go and do that one soon. That one definitely looks like it's going to fall in the water, so we'll need to weld that to land at some point. But yeah, our wood supply is doing pretty well. I'm probably trying to incorporate more wood into our base design than I was originally planning, probably mostly on the interior, just because, well, we have quite a lot of it, and but in terms of building out here, we don't have too much building on this. Obviously, I want the 3 bits for the car storage. I also, I've been saving up a lot of soil when I was at the different shacks, and I also found like an abandoned farm area where I was able to get a bunch of soil from that. So we now have another 100 soil, so we could do another one of these over here if we wanted to. Obviously, we'd have to move this, but that would probably be once we've at least got a little starting platform up there. So we could do that, which will obviously need wood, but other than that, we don't really need much wood down here, or any building down here. I haven't figured out what I want to do with this area. Obviously, this is going to come out probably to around here if we do make another farm, which will leave us a lot of room there. Obviously, these 3 garages are probably just going to come out to here, so we're going to have a little bit of room in here that we'll probably just leave for this. Obviously, I'll probably rather keep this down here in the land rather than bring it up to the base, just so it makes it easier when we're coming home with our various logging and mining vehicles. Also, I really want to get these storage garage areas up, because yesterday I just couldn't find my car, or the Explorer. It just disappeared, and it turned out it just rolled down into the water and was way out there in the water. Anyway, I think tomorrow I'm probably not going to upload. I'm going to spend a lot of tomorrow grinding up the component kits, like I mentioned, to get enough component kits to do all the pistons for our different garages. But the next day after that, which will be Tuesday, I think I should be uploading, hopefully, if all goes to plan. So be on the lookout for that. But for today, I'm going to leave it there, so I'd like to thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.